Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. The Minnesota Vikings escape with a victory. They escape with a dub. 19-13 against the Chicago Bears. And let me say this. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to try to say it as nice as possible. Brian Flores should be the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. I have seen enough of Kevin O'Connell and his play calling. The energy on offense is depleted. The energy on offense is not the same as on defense. The defense energy, the way they're tackling, the way that they're fighting, regardless of what the offense is doing, 3 and out, interception, fumbles, or whatever they're doing, that defense comes to ball out every single game. I know it was against the Bears. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for this defense making plays, we would have lost this game. All the 3 and outs on offense. Let me give a big shout out to Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks, I ain't gonna lie. He had 6 tackles, 4 assists. He was all over the place this game. That one interception, and he just looks really good, man. He looks really good. And I was saying that he lost a step. He don't got it. But I will admit I was 100% wrong. I was 100% wrong. Jordan Hicks is balling out this season, and especially in this game. Danielle Hunter, number 99. In my opinion, the best defensive end in the game. If he's not 1, if he's not 2, he's probably 3 when it comes to sacks this season. He had 2 sacks. He has 6 tackles and 1 assist. And you see how I'm starting this video off? I'm talking about the defense because the defense is what won this game. That touchdown by the defense was the dagger. And that's the reason why we won this game. The interception, that fumble recovery for a touchdown was the dagger on this team. If it wasn't for that, I believe it was Jordan Hicks that recovered that fumble and ran into the end zone. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have lost this dang on game. The defense had 3 turnovers. Altogether, had 2 interceptions, one by Brian Murphy at the end. That was the dagger. And then we had another one by Jordan Hicks, and then we had the fumble. We had, how many sacks did we have? Oh, my gosh. We had 2 sacks by Danielle Hunter. We had 1 sack by Josh Metellus. We had another sack by DJ Wanham. We had another sack by Harrison Phillips. We actually, all jokes aside, this defense, look. I'm just excited about this defense, man. This defense played with a lot of heart, a lot of emotion, regardless of what that offense was doing. Kirk Cousins couldn't get right. And I'm just happy that the play calling on defense, the way they confused Justin Fields and what's the other quarterback that got in the game because Justin Fields got hurt. His name is Tyson Bagent. The way he called up the blitz packages throughout the game confused Justin Fields and Tyson. And I just love what Brian Flores. When I said before the season started, I said Brian Flores has changed the culture, the whole culture, offense and defense. Even though he's a defensive-minded head coach, a defensive coordinator, and he was a defensive head coach. The way he coaches just makes the players want to run through a wall. That's what he does. He made me want to put on a helmet. I wanted to put this helmet and fly all the way to Minnesota to run through a wall for Brian Flores. That's how hype I was about this defense. Now let me get to the offense. The offense. Hold on, let me shout out some more people on the defense real quick before I get to the offense, because this is going to take a while. Because it wasn't good on the offense at all. But yes, everybody. I'm just going to give a shout out to everybody on defense. If I didn't say their name, this is a shout out to you, because you absolutely won this game for the Minnesota Vikings, and you hung in there until the very end, regardless of when they was driving down the field and you couldn't stop the run for a good portion in the game. You was breaking, but you didn't break. You didn't allow them to get a touchdown. So shout out to the defense. Shout out to Brian Flores and the play calling. Now let me get to the freaking offense. Man. This offense, I'm going to keep it 100. The offense, Kirk Cousins, 21 for 31, 181 passing yards, 1 touchdown. It just says 0 interception. I thought he threw an interception, but I guess not. The running game, 18 carries for 44 for Alexander Mattison. Cam Akers, 1 carry for 8 yards. I'm going to just say this right now. Kirk Cousins, I'm still with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, you are my first cousin. You are Captain Kirk. You know what I mean? You're my quarterback until you're not my quarterback. Not that I really want you to be my quarterback, but right now you are the Minnesota Viking quarterback right now. So I'm riding with you for the moment right now. I just don't understand. It's not just all on Kirk when it comes to the play calling, but it's just the mind. It's just a mindset thing with him. I just feel like he overthinks it. And it's just like, dude, throw it past the sticks to get a first down. If it is 3rd and 12, why are you checking down? It's go time, man. It's go time. There was multiple times where Kirk would check it down. And it wasn't like the offensive line was doing that bad this game. He had enough time for the most part to make some of these plays. And it's getting out of hand with this check down. The nickname was check down Kirk. I'm going to be honest with you. This was check down Kirk for me. He didn't make enough plays. His pocket awareness is not what it used to be. It's just like he doesn't sense the pressure, man. He doesn't sense the pressure around him, and he just doesn't know the moment to really do what you have to do to win the game. He just doesn't know, y'all. And I try to be nice. I'm trying to not say certain words but I had to talk my talk about it, because at the end of the day, talk that talk. Kirk Cousins did not do enough to win this game. I know he threw that touchdown to Jordan Addison in the end zone, but he did not really do enough to win this game. It was the defense that won this game. There's no credit that I give to Kirk Cousins this game. I don't care what anybody says. That's just how I feel. He did not play good this game. Please do not tell me Kirk had a good game this game. He didn't. Now let's get to another thing. Kirk Cousins. Why aren't you throwing it to Jordan Addison a lot more? Jordan Addison had 3 catches for 28 yards. Why is the best wide receiver that's in the game right now, because Justin Jefferson is hurt, why is he only having 3 catches? Why are you throwing the ball to KJ Osborne and TJ Hawkinson more than you throw it to Jordan Addison? I'm not really understanding what's going on with that, but I'm going to get to TJ Hawkinson later on in this video. But yeah, let's get to the running backs. Alexander Mattison, 18 carries for 44 yards, 2.4 per carry. That is not good enough. I keep on saying that Alexander Mattison is not running back number 1. He's not. And I got to talk my talk about it. I'm talk that talk. He's just not running back number 1. There's nothing wrong with being running back number 2. Cam Akers should be running back number 1. Just change it up, man. I understand he only had 1 carry for 8 yards, but please just give Cam Akers more of a chance. And I understand that one play that Cam Akers jacked up when I think it was supposed to be a screen, or I don't know what it was, but he tried to push it out of bounds, and that almost was a fumble. We can't have that. Cam Akers, go get the dang on ball. Grab the ball, man. I understand you're trying to push it out of bounds, but at the same time, man, just grab the ball, man. Just grab the ball. Don't be scared of the ball. Grab the ball, man. But at the end of the day, running game was absolutely terrible this game. We had to do better in order for us to beat good teams. And We go against the 49ers next. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, we're not winning that game. But if you don't have a running game, we're screwed. I'm just keep it real. We're not winning that game without a running game. This is not good enough when it comes to running the ball. This is not good enough. I understand the 49ers. I'm not sure if they lost. I know last time I checked, the Browns was winning. But regardless of that, they're coming for this win. They're gonna want to make up for that loss against the Browns. They're gonna want to make up for that. But let's get to the receiving group overall. Jordan Addison, I have no complaints about Jordan Addison in this game because I feel like he didn't get the ball thrown to him enough. He made that great catch in the end zone. That was a great throw by Kirk Cousins, by the way, in the end zone. I want to say this. TJ Hockenson, historic tight end deal. You haven't been playing like a top 3 tight end this season. I know that there's a few catches that were a little hard, but you were supposed to be one of the best tight ends in the game, and you should be able to make that catch, and you're just not making the catch right now. I'm trying to be nice, but that historic contract that you got, I think, I don't know, was you really worth that contract? So just step your game up. That's all I'm saying. Step your game up, man. I'm happy you're on the team, but I'm questioning some things now. I'm going to keep it real. KJ Osborne had an okay game, 4 catches for 48 yards. TJ Hockenson, let me go back to TJ. He had 6 catches for 50 yards. I'm just not feeling his offense. This offense was bad. I'm going to just keep it nice. I'm going to be as nice as possible when I say it. The offense was bad, and we did not really deserve this win because of how bad this offense was. The defense played so freaking good from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. And I'm just so happy that Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator, because if this was last year, we would have got blown out probably, even against a team like this. And I want to give a big shout out to Brian Murphy. Brian Murphy shut down DJ Moore. What did DJ Moore have? 5 catches for 51 yards, 10.2 per catch, 0 touchdowns. Shout out to Brian Murphy, man. Byron Murphy. Shout out to you, man. Because at the end of the day, he was the key. Because I already said that the Bears would be one-dimensional because Justin Fields didn't have his number 1 running back. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. He's actually stepping his game up, and this is what I like to see, man. This is what I like to see when it comes to this defense, man. I would like to see a little bit more from Tonga. But other than that, all in all, there was a lot of good plays from Evans. I just love the way this defense is playing. Harrison Smith made some good plays. Harrison Phillips made some great plays. I just love this defense. Byron Murphy Jr., shout out to you, man. I called you out, and you did your thing. Shout out to the Vikings for getting this dub. And I want to get to the draft. Let me talk about the draft real quick. I understand a lot of people wanted us to lose this game because of draft. I'm going to say this. 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, we're not going to have the first overall pick unless we lose the rest of the games, right? The Panthers are that bad. They're 0-6. The Bears are that bad. They're 1-5. We're not going to have the first overall pick. So the top quarterback is Caleb Williams. And I feel like there's a bunch of other good potential quarterbacks like J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, Bo Nix, Shedeur Sanders if he goes in the draft, Jordan Travis. There's a few others that I'm not naming that could possibly drop to us. I'm not saying that if we're in the mid-teens or early teens, we're going to still get our franchise quarterback. Even if we're a late first-round pick, I feel like we're still going to get our franchise quarterback. This 2024 quarterback draft to try to find your franchise quarterback, I feel like this is a good draft for it, and I think we will. But I just can't, as a diehard Minnesota Viking fan, cheer for this team to lose. Because even when even if I try to think that way, I'm always cheering for them to win. I love this team too much. Let's go Vikings. Good win for the defense. Good win for the team overall. Because it is a team sport, but a really good win for the defense. Shout out to Brian Flores again. Skol, Skol, Skol. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.